What is up, everybody? Today we are going to be taking a look at the Core Supplies Discovery Box from Asset Drop. So join me after the bump and we'll crack it open. Now, before we dive into the contents of the box, let's talk a little bit about what exactly Asset Drop is and who it's for. Now, Asset Drop is a company based out of Britain, and they're geared towards model makers and miniature painters. This is the Core Supplies Discovery Box, one of 3 different flavors that you can subscribe to, and it comes monthly. The 2 other boxes are the Heroine box, which contains a monthly or bi-monthly female mini, and the third one is the Monster box, which I do believe comes every other month. This is due to there being a pretty nice mini in them. Now, what they all have in common is that they're a curated collection of paints and supplies, and they come with a handy-dandy little booklet which will teach you new techniques and things to do with said paints and supplies. So let's go ahead and crack open the box from July. Now, I've cheated a little bit and opened it up already, so you will see that the seal is broken, but this is pretty much how it comes when you get it. So this is their 10th box, and like I said, it's a July box, and we'll take a look at this this booklet after we open the box. So it's fairly nice presented. Comes really well packaged, and inside the box this month we will find a few different paints and a fairly interesting product, which is this one, which is a shade brush, which kind of doubles as a pen. You fill it up with your own shades, and it'll be ready at any moment for shade washing, or whatever you want to put in it, which I'm definitely going to be doing a test of this in a separate video. So let's go ahead and just get everything out of the box, and we'll talk a little bit about each portion of the box. Let's get this out of the way. So the first paints in the box that we're going to be taking a look at is a company called Mr. Paint. And this is another one of those that I have never used, never heard of, but it's going to be interesting to try them out. Who knows, maybe we'll discover a new favorite product. And like I said earlier, these comes in curated little bundles. And in this month's box, they have provided us with Mr. Paint Deep Red. They have provided us with Fire Orange, and they have provided us with Deep Yellow. And together, these will cover the full spectrum for making fire, and painting flames and fire. And as I mentioned earlier, what they do is they will give you this nice little booklet, and in this booklet, we will find a full guide on how to use the paints they supplied, which is super awesome, and it just makes for a fun little weekend project to see and test your skills and learn something new. So moving on to the next set of colors that they have included in this month's box. There are some bottles from Reaper. This is the Reaper MSP series paints, and again, curated together. We have Blonde Shadow, we have let's take a look, we have Blonde Highlight, and we have Blonde Hair. So that pretty much gives away what these are meant for. So with these 3 colors, they have included a handy-dandy guide for painting just that, blonde hair, which we can see right here. And this is one of those that I know I've struggled with, so having the right colors and the technique down is definitely gonna help. I have a couple of minis lined up that do in fact have blonde hair, so that's gonna be fun to try. Next up, we have 2 inks from, let me get that off. We have 2 inks from Coat d'Arms, which is another company I've never tried. I've heard of them, and I hear they have a good product, but haven't tried them. And that's the whole point of this box, is to get to try new things. Coat to arms, I'm not entirely sure if they cover in the booklet this month. I do believe you're supposed to use this with the blonde hair, but I'm sure you can probably use these inks anywhere. Next up is a nice little weathering powder from Cromleech, I believe. Cromleech. It's Soot Black, and when I cracked this open earlier, this stuff is really black. Like, it is just a deep soot black. I can't wait to try this out on a couple of tanks around the exhaust areas and see how that comes out. Finally, they gave us a little pipette, and as I mentioned earlier, this thing. And this, I believe, is a invention from Warcolors. And it is a, I believe Warcolors themselves call it a tank brush, medium round. And basically, it's a paintbrush where you can fill up the reservoir in the back here with pretty much anything you want. I do believe it's made for shade washes, so I'll probably be filling this one up with Nuln Oil or Earthshade, since I am working on some night haunts right about now. And yeah, you just squeeze the paint out and comes, and it always has a loaded brush. So this is something I'm definitely gonna try and use, and if I like it, I'm gonna have to get more of these. So that pretty much concludes this month's box. The only thing missing is the monthly piece of candy, which mysteriously went missing yesterday when the box arrived. I have absolutely no idea where it went, but I'm sure it was... who am I kidding? I ate it. It was delicious. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and try not to CA glue your fingers together.